Another week, another Initiative Muscle Monday video. I'm Jenna Ryan, and this is the Intern Hustle's little neck of the woods on YouTube. Today, I'm actually in the woods vacationing with my family and this dog in the mountains of North Carolina. And in today's video, I'm talking about imposter syndrome at your internship. What's imposter syndrome? Stick around and find out. Hey there, I'm Jenna Ryan from the internhustle.com, and this is Initiative Muscle Monday, helping you to start each week with an intentional step toward a successful future. Let's do this. How did I even get this internship? I'm not qualified. Will all of the other interns already know what they're doing? Do I know what I'm doing? Will I ever get the hang of this? So you got the internship, but now you feel like a fake. Let me slap some sense back into you real quick. First of all, know that feeling like a fake is completely normal. I've said it before, but no one ever totally knows what they're doing when they start a new internship or job. At least they shouldn't, because if you want to grow, you should be seeking opportunities that push you outside of your comfort zone. Next, I want you to remind yourself that you got yourself to this point. You secured the internship. Don't discredit all of the work that you've put in up until this point. Anytime that you hear that little voice creeping up inside your head telling you that you shouldn't be here, remind yourself that you absolutely should. You worked hard to get this internship and you got it. And ultimately know that if you're at all anxious about this internship opportunity, it's because you're likely a little afraid of success. It's a new experience for you, and deep down, you know that doing well at an internship can lead to next steps in your career. All of that is scary because all of that's new, but don't let the fear paralyze you. The true key to success in anything is to push past the fear and keep moving forward. Okay, now that you understand that you are not alone in feeling like a fake, and you've reminded yourself of all of the hard work that you've already put in to get the internship, I want to address a few of the most common reasons why you may feel like an imposter during your internship, and how you can flip your mindset to get over yourself and get to work. Imposter syndrome symptom number 1. You don't know what you don't know. This may be your first internship and your first time in a professional work environment. Or maybe it isn't your first internship, but it is your first internship in a new industry or field of interest. Regardless, you are likely feeling like you don't know enough to be there. Again, this is normal. But here are a few things that you can do to combat this self-doubt. Do an informational interview with 1 or 2 people and get some of your biggest questions out of the way. You can do these before you start your internship, or you can find a couple people once you get there and treat them to coffee or lunch. Google is your friend. Always be learning. I am still educating myself with Google on a daily basis. There is no excuse nowadays for not having the information you need. Google first to develop your own understanding, and then dig deeper for clarity and specifics with your boss or your peers for a second opinion. Ask for feedback. Some people will give this freely, but most of the time you're going to need to ask. Positive feedback will reinforce your confidence, and constructive feedback will help point out the areas that you should focus on developing. When overcoming imposter syndrome, it's a lot better to specifically know what you need to work on, rather than just assuming that you need to work on everything. Once you get some feedback, proactively work on skills that you need to develop. You aren't here to know everything from day one. You're here to learn and develop your skills. So invest the time while you're at the internship to close in on your own skill gaps. Doing this will not only strengthen your resume, but it will give you a consistent sense of accomplishment throughout your internship and further diminish your feelings of self-doubt. Imposter syndrome symptom number 2. You are the smallest fish in the pond. You enter your internship fearful that the other interns, your peers on this journey, are older and wiser. They've already racked up some experience and they're further along in their journey than you are. So what value can you really provide? Look, I get it. I have felt this way before. At 2 of my internships, I was one of 2 interns, and I definitely was the smallest fish in the pond. I was a sophomore and a junior in undergrad, and the other interns were grad and law school students with a lot more experience than me. So how did I overcome this? First of all, you have skills that they do not. Everyone has strengths to bring to the table, so take the time to understand what your strengths are and build them up. Stop worrying about what they have that you don't and start executing on your strengths. You also have fresh perspective because you don't have a lot of past experiences influencing your approach to this internship. This may open you up to ideas that more experienced interns may be closed off to because they've already started to develop a bias and a way of doing things. Companies love a fresh perspective and approach to things, and so some of the best ideas could come from your ability to provide them with this. If you're an undergrad, you also likely have more time freedom than some of the other interns do. If they're a grad student, they probably have other academic commitments or real-life responsibilities that limit the amount of extra time that they can pour into this internship. Use this to your advantage and put in some extra time to get ahead where you can. You won't have this much flexibility in your schedule for long, so embrace it now and hustle to put yourself in an advantageous position going forward. Impostor Syndrome symptom number 3. You are just one fish in a very big pond. This is common among some of the bigger companies with more formal internship programs. My brother, for example, did his internship with one of the big 4 accounting firms, and this was his experience. Counter to my experience where I was at a small company and one of 2 interns on hand, he was one of hundreds and had a very formal internship program to stand out in. So how do you stand out? Follow directions. You would be amazed with how many people just fail to follow directions. If you do this from day one, you're putting yourself in a positive light amongst all of the other interns. No one wants to repeat themselves or babysit the interns, so just go above and beyond to be a good intern and do what's expected of you. It's that simple to start. Connect with people of authority. Go out of your way to say hi in the hall and introduce yourself. Ask someone to coffee or lunch. Get to know people outside of your peer group while you're at your internship and build relationships to grow your professional network. This is a great way to separate yourself from the rest of the fish in a very big pond. Just remember, you are in control of your attitude and your approach to an internship. It's okay, and it's normal to feel like an imposter from time to time. Heck, I still feel like an imposter a good amount of the time, but I don't look at it as a negative. To me, it's a positive reminder that I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone and growing. You have the ability to restore your confidence in yourself and then proceed with confidence at your internship. So stop playing victim to your own fears and insecurities and go crush it at your internship. If this video helped you overcome some doubt and move forward in your own journey, please give it a like. And if you're feeling extra inspired, I would love it if you left a comment below, letting me know what you found most helpful. All of your feedback is appreciated as I continue to create more content for you and push past my own imposter syndrome. Keep hustling and keep growing. Hard work that you've already put in to get the internship. Boomer! Quiet. Boomer, come. Come. Hi. Hi, can you jump up? Up. This is Boomer. Cameo by Boomer. Can you say hi to the camera? You say hi to the camera?